Have you ever missed an important meeting or realized 3 days later that you never sent the follow-up email that you swore you'd send? Yeah, same. Calendars get packed, email threads get messy, and once you're doing meetings across time zones, it's shockingly easy for stuff to just fall through the cracks. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a realistic, actually works in Lindy AI assistant that helps you schedule meetings over email, create the calendar invite, send confirmations, and then send a follow-up recap after the meeting. What's going on, everyone? My name's Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff, meaning we're not doing AI magic sort of claims here that break the second you hit record. We're doing what you can actually set up in Lindy, step by step, so you can copy it and use it. So let's go ahead and build it. Why use an AI scheduler? So scheduling isn't just find me a free hour in my calendar. It's figuring out availability, not booking outside of working hours, not forgetting time zones, making sure that the invite has the right details, sending a confirmation so everyone's aligned, and then following up afterwards with notes and next steps. And the truth is, the scheduling part isn't even the worst part. The worst part is the back and forth and the follow-up. That's what this assistant is for. It takes the repetitive communication off of your plate while you stay in control of the important stuff. So before we build anything, here's the big reality check. Lindy can feel like a chatbot because part of it is a chat-based assistant. But the scheduling power comes from Lindy acting like an assistant inside of workflows, especially workflows triggered by things like being CC'd on an email thread, receiving a new message in a connected inbox, or running a workflow that generates a draft workflow for you. So the key mindset is we're not just chatting with Lindy. We're setting up a predictable workflow that runs the same way every single time. Getting started in Lindy. So if you don't already have a Lindy account, we'll leave a link for you down in the description, which will bring you to this page right here. Using this link, you can get started with Lindy with a 7-day free trial. So click the link down below in the description so you can follow along with the rest of the video. Now, when you go ahead and click on this try for free button, it's going to bring you to the sign up page here where you can either get started with Google, which is the easiest way, or you can get started with an email address. And it's just going to ask you to go ahead and input your credit card, but it will not be charged until after the 7-day free trial. So this way you get 7 days to try it out before getting charged. So make sure to mark your calendar when signing up. Getting started in Lindy, what you'll see on screen. So go ahead and log into Lindy and we'll go to the workflows area. You may see a screen that asks, what would you like to automate? And that's normal. That's their workflow generator. And you can absolutely use it to scaffold a working scheduler. You just need to give it a prompt that matches how Lindy scheduling actually works. So once you're logged in, this is what Lindy looks like. Up here in the top left corner, we want to click on this drop down and click on new workflow. This is where you can go ahead and give it a prompt, or you can also explore templates. So step one, start from a template if you see it. So in Lindy, there's typically a template called something like meeting scheduler or scheduling assistant or something similar. If you see it, you can use it as this will save time. If you don't see it, don't panic. You can still build the same flow from scratch. So let's go ahead and click on explore templates right here and see what they have. So let's go ahead and select AI assistant here. Let's go ahead and uncheck that. And I'm going to type in scheduling. Okay, meeting scheduler. Let's go ahead and click on that template. So here's the description. CC Lindy to your emails, just like a real executive assistant, and have her schedule meetings for you. So the trigger is an email gets received, and the apps that it uses is Google Calendar, a form, Lindy Utilities, and Lindy Mail. So it's important at this step that you have your Google account connected to Lindy. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on add to go ahead and start with this template. So here it's selecting my Gmail account that we'll use that I've already connected before this, and I'll go ahead and click continue. Go ahead and click continue one more time. So right now it is currently asking for a meeting link. So I'll go to that Google Calendar to pull that up. I'm just going to go ahead and create a new event here. We'll add Google Meet conferencing and we'll copy that link and we'll maybe just make this repeat daily. Click save. There we go. And we'll go ahead and switch that. So we'll go ahead and paste that link in here and click continue. Okay, wow. Let's go ahead and click continue. There we go. So step 2, connect your Google Calendar. So for Lindy to schedule meetings, it needs calendar access. So go to your integrations and connect your Google Calendar. Once connected, double check your correct time zone, your working hours, any personal blocks that you don't want Lindy to schedule over. A simple setup that works really well is weekdays only. Also define work hours, for example, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Block out lunch if you want and avoid scheduling too far out, like more than 30 days. This is important because Lindy's scheduling behavior depends heavily on what your calendar says is free. Step 3, connect your email. This is what makes it feel like a real assistant. So this is the part that most people miss. Lindy's meeting scheduler style is designed to work like this. You CC Lindy on an email thread and Lindy handles the scheduling conversation for you. So connect Gmail. It's recommended if that's what you use. And make sure that Lindy has permission to read the thread that it's included on and send replies and confirmations as needed. Now it can behave like a real executive assistant. Step 4, create the scheduling workflow. So if Lindy asks, what would you like to automate? You can type something like this. When I CC Lindy on an email thread, help schedule a meeting. If the other person suggests a specific day or time, check my calendar availability and confirm if it works. If no time is suggested, propose 3 available options during my working hours. Once a time is agreed, create a Google Calendar event and email a confirmation with the invite details. Always include my time zone in the options. That prompt is important because it matches the real trigger, being CC'd on an email, not monitor the entire internet or autonomously detect intent or anything like that. Just CC'd means schedule. Scheduling rules crystal clear. So inside the workflow instructions, make sure to add rules like this or edit what Lindy already generated. Scheduling rules, simple but powerful. Only schedule meetings during your working hours. Don't schedule on weekends. Meeting duration default, 30 minutes or whatever your preferences. Offer 3 options when proposing times. Always rate times like 10 a.m. Pacific. If the other person replies with the chosen option, proceed to booking. If the requested time conflicts, apologize and offer 3 alternatives. This is the difference between AI that kind of helps and assistant that's predictable. Predictable is what you want. Step 6, the branch without overcomplicating it. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about branching, the realistic way. So there are 2 common situations you'll run into. Scenario A, they propose a time. For example, can we do Tuesday at 3 p.m.? Your assistant should check your calendar for that time. If it's available, confirm and book it. If not available, offer 3 alternatives. Scenario B, they don't propose a time. For example, when are you free this week? Your assistant should look at your calendar. Propose 3 open slots. Ask them to pick one. That's the behavior you want. Step 7, create the calendar event. What it should include. So when Lindy books the event, make sure the calendar invite includes title, for example, your name and the person you're meetings with, name and meeting, as well as the date and time, meeting length. Another optional thing you could add is a default agenda line. Another optional thing is a video link if you're using Zoom or Google Meet. So a simple template for the description would look like agenda, quick introductions, goal of the meeting, and next steps. That alone makes your invite look more professional. Step 8, confirmation email. What Lindy sends after booking. After creating the event, have Lindy send a confirmation reply in the email thread, like, all set, I just sent the calendar invite. Here's the time we confirmed, with the time and time zone. Let me know if you need to reschedule. Keep this short and human. Step 9, rescheduling and cancellations. So you can absolutely design the assistant to handle reschedules, but don't make it too complicated on day 1. Start with, if someone says reschedule, offer 3 new times. If someone says cancel, confirm cancellation politely and remove the event. Step 10, sending follow-ups. To send a follow-up recap automatically, Lindy needs meeting notes from somewhere. So there are 2 realistic ways to do this. Option A, you can use Lindy's meeting note taker, which is best if it's available for you. If you have access to the AI meeting note taker, it can connect to platforms like Zoom or Google Meet or Teams and generate a transcript summary and action items. Then your follow-up email workflow can use that summary. Option Option B is if you don't have a note taker, you can send a light follow-up. So if you don't have meeting notes, your follow-up email should be simpler. Like, great chatting, here are the next steps we discussed, but you'll need to provide those next steps or just keep it generic. So if we come up here and click on this flow editor, we can go ahead and see that Lindy AI did a lot of the heavy lifting for us without having to do anything, just by selecting the template. So that's what's great about Lindy AI, is that you can get started super easily without needing to put all of this together yourself. So as we can see up here is where it starts. So let's go ahead and run the test mode right here and see how this works out. Okay, so after sending an email to the scheduler, it looks like we have a scheduling inquiry. We'll go ahead and select that. Okay, so after I sent that email, looks like we went ahead and got a response here. So I sent, hey, what's your availability this week? And it came back with happy to help you out. And it sent actually 4 different options here. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and come back here to Lindy. So let's go ahead and we'll just select one of these options. I'll just select Friday. I'll just copy and paste that. And I will reply all here and just say, let's go with, and just send that off. We'll come back over to Lindy here and see how it goes. All right, so I went ahead, we can see that email just came through. Let's go with Friday, February 27th at 10 a.m. So we can see it is creating the event. Everything's happening here, sent reply. Let's come here back to my email. And there we go. We went ahead and got this. We can see it's sent via Lindy for Friday, February 27th, 10 a.m. Awesome. Let's go ahead and close those emails out. So there we go. Now I can come back over here to the Gmail account that this is associated with. And if we come right here, we click on this, we can see this event here. So this was the account that is connected to Lindy that sent it. So we can see it's the organizer, it's accepted it, and it's in the calendar. So that is pretty cool. So if you want to go ahead and get started with Lindy AI and have it be your own personal AI scheduler, then click the link down below in the description to get started. This is an affiliate link, which means we do earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using it, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the AI Academy, we're dedicated to helping you learn and leverage AI, whether you're brand new or a seasoned veteran. Other than that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.